Minnesota Public Radio is sponsored by Strickland Propane. Stop using charcoal to grill your meats. Use the finest, most energy-efficient propane this side of the Mississippi. Trust in Strickland Propane.
Coffee and cigarettes.
Welcome back to Coffee and Cigarettes. My name is Libtard McDouche, and we have a lot of guests lined up for our show this year of 2019, and today is a very special episode. I'd like to welcome Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger to this show to discuss New Year's resolutions and how people can achieve their goals this year.
Hello there, Mr. McDouche. I'm very excited for this new year, 2019. As you know, I love goals, I love achieving them, and I love setting them. My New Year's resolution this year is to finally get that son of a bitch, Jean-Claude Van Damme, for pranking me last New Year's Eve.
What did Mr. Van Damme do to you, Arnold?
Well, last year, I was hosting a New Year's Eve party, and he brought a tray of brownies, and specifically gave me the middle one, which is my favorite brownie. I love it. But I didn't know he laced it with elephant laxatives. That son of a bitch had me pooping for 3 days straight. Not even a sumo, depend-sized diaper could hold the amount of feces that came out of my ass.
Sounds horrible, Mr. Schwarzenegger. But today I would like for you to help out some of our listeners who sent in their New Year's resolutions through the mail. Maybe you can motivate them to stay on track and to achieve their goals, since you did that famous goal speech.
Yeah. I would love to help out the listeners of Minnesota Public Radio to achieve their goals. You know, Mr. McDouche, there are 24 hours of the day, so there is plenty of time to work on your goal. Like, for instance, me, I'm going to take some of my hours of my day and hire a transgender prostitute from Brazil to trick Jean-Claude Van Damme to, sexual intercourse. Ha 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 ha.
Arnold, let's focus on the resolutions we had our intern Cheyenne sift through to put on the show. The first New Year's resolution comes from it comes from Lee Corso from Boca Raton, Florida, and Lee Corso's New Year's resolution is here. He writes, "Make my son not gay anymore, and to only soil my diaper once a week." What do you suggest you do, Mr. Sword?
Well, Mr. Corso, homosexuality is not a choice. You just can't choose it. You see, I did not choose to like women, but I do. I like women. But I did choose to have sex with my maid. And I had a secret family with her. I got in a lot of trouble. But my suggestion for your goal is to embrace your son and choose to be a good dad. As for the diapers, Mr. Corso, you need to do anal kegel exercise at least 2 hours a day. I used to lift 5 hours a day after working construction all day, and then I took acting classes 4 times a week. You have the time to do 2 hours of anal kegels. Imagine how strong your ass will be and how non-soiled your diapers will be if you did this every day. That's how you achieve your goal.
Wow, for a conservative governor, that was beautiful. Our next letter comes from a Blair Walsh in Calgary, Canada. Blair's resolution is to expand his new business to additional locations in Winnipeg and Edmonton. You used to be on The Apprentice, or whatever that show was. You got any good advice about this resolution for Mr. Walsh?
Yeah. But first, I would need to know exactly what his business is that this Mr. Walsh operates up in Calgary, Canada.
Well, Mr. Walsh runs a up-and-coming adult sex toy emporium up there in Calgary.
First of all, Mr. Walsh, you need to get with the times. Get with the times, you son of a bitch. Fuck that. It would be a better go if you run your shop through an online website, but you'd have a big competitor at AdamandEve.com. And yes, I do know about it. I used to shop with my maid all the time on that website. Make sure you read up on supply chain management and always keep up with good innovation, research and development. You bitch. I saw that many Canadians, especially in the province of Quebec, are buying prostate massages. You may want to go into that niche market or something like that.
Okay, Cheyenne, I thought you filtered these resolutions for profanity. Anyways, let's get to the last one that I'm willing to do today. Our final New Year's resolution that we're going to go through with Mr. Schwarzenegger here comes from, oh, this is great, and Amy Schumer from New York, New York. She writes, that she would like to come up with a stand-up routine that is not about her vagina, and that she would like to lose 50 pounds.
You know, I've seen this woman before. She's done stand-up, and it was pretty bad. My suggestion would be for her to stop doing stand-up and just do the movies, you know. Her movies aren't too bad. They're not too bad. As for the weight, come on! You're a famous actress, for Christ's sakes. Hire a trainer. You got 24 hours a day. I used to work construction, and then I lifted 5 hours a day. I did acting classes 4 nights a week. In fact, my acting is probably better than your acting, and probably better than your stand-up too. Let's be real here. All you gotta do is work at least 1 hour a day, Mrs. Schumer. Stop eating like a female walrus. You can eat all the laki you want, but you gotta work. You gotta work for it. Then you'll lose the 50 pounds.
Hey, Arnold, we are very accepting of all cultures on this radio show, and that includes fat acceptance. And so please do not make fun of Miss Schumer for her weight. She can't choose that she's fat. It's kind of like being rude to her because she's Jewish. I mean, she does. It's her ethnicity. I mean, fatness is like race. You can't choose it.
Excuse me, Mr. McDouche, but obesity is the choice. It's a choice, come on. No bullshit. And she needs to work. She needs to work hard to get rid of it. She needs to work. Stop blaming society for her problems and work to achieve her goal. Like me. And I'm about to spend 5 hours a day surveillancing Jean-Claude Van Damme, stalking him like a hired assassin. Then I'm going to take baking classes for another 2 hours a day to really learn how to bake. And I'm gonna get so good at baking, and then I'm gonna get back at that son of a bitch for baking me brownies. I'm gonna bake him something way better.
Okay, that's all the time we have for today, and I'd like to thank our listeners for joining us for the new 2019 season of Coffee and Cigarettes, but y'all probably still won't give a damn.